Okay, just like that. Did I show you guys my steps? I still got to spray paint it though. I need a ramp. I'm working with the insurance company. I don't know. They said no once, so I was told to reach out to this nonprofit. Oh Lord. Let's see. Okay. So I put my trash in the trunk. And I hope nobody's run over my walker again. Alright. It is surely hot. You know, my real desire is, was, still is to be able to own just an acre or so. I don't even need a lot. I just need an acre in like one of the colder states. I'd rather go to Alaska or Colorado. I may even consider Oklahoma, parts of Oklahoma, but I can't afford it. I cannot afford it. So hopefully my oldest son is coming. One of my sons, I'm sorry, not my oldest, but one of my sons is coming home from being incarcerated in a couple of weeks, a few weeks, maybe a month. So he did not know that I moved. He didn't know that I left Dallas, Texas, and moved to the country. Nobody knew, but my nephew did. My nephew knew. So, since I can't afford right now, I'm not gonna say I don't know what God can do. I know God can do anything, and He don't mind giving us the desires of our heart as long as we live our life holy and pleasing. Property manager and my baby, my adopted baby. Say hello to you. Say hi, you two.
Hey,
That's
you
my
too.
adopted baby and slash my property manager.
Did you try some barbecue yesterday?
Because I remember I told you by the time, I didn't even tell you till it was too late. By the time you called me, I had already picked up something and I couldn't afford it.
She just told me to get it.
For real. But he said he's going to do fish this week. You know, that's a partial. It's been a partial. I got to go. Actually, I need to make my appointment because they have been working on them. Box Springs Dental. They are. She's good. She's cheap. She's a black orthodontist.
Gold around.
She is very good and she cheap and she lets you put on payment plans.
Box Springs.
You know where the Walmart is on Lake
June? That? Box Springs Dental.
You know where the Walmart is on Lake June and 20? It's right across the street, right there in that shopping area.
Like Lake June 635, that area?
Yep, right there.
And it's in that shopping
It's
center?
across the street from, it faces Walmart. You know, the Checkers gas station.
Because not all dentals do the gold fills.
Right,
No.
yeah, she's the complete one-stop shop. She's an orthodontic slash.
I need to get Jessica.
Yep, she's been working on my mouth for about 10 years. She had to stop 2 years ago. This is a permanent partial. Well, she's going to have to take that one out because it's starting to bother me. so they had to stop because I had got blood clots. So the doctor told her to stop working on my mouth right now. So I'm just now getting clear.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I'm on. Yeah.
So she got a. So I told her instead of meeting that back in, I told her because she said because of the Chiari braces would mess with my head. So she would suggest either bonding or either just another partial.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah. All right, hon. I love you. She is such a sweetheart. I tell you, God looks after His people, and when He say He'll be a mother to the motherless and a father to the fatherless, when He say that He will be your everything, listen to me. I'm not just trying to prime and prompt you or repeat what I didn't heard. I'm telling you what I've experienced, what I know. He'll do exactly that. Do you understand me? He does exactly that. I am like, before I started living this quote unquote Norman life, I have always been like a loner, black sheep with my family. I have kids that I'm very close to and kids that we have estranged. That's another time, a long, long time from here, another story time. But I love all of my children and I pray and hope the best. And I know that they're going to do good because they got covering. One thing about it, there's a lot of people praying for them. So this is what I do. Drive around to the trash can. So let me do this. I'm almost done. It looks junk because, again, I've only been moved 3 months, and you got to remember that was almost 19 years in my home. So imagine trying to get rid of 19 years worth of stuff to move and live minimally in a 30-foot RV. Imagine that. So, even though I gifted, I sold just a few things. But the majority, I could have had a nice estate sale, but that's not what God put on my heart to do. I gifted the majority of things away. And, hold on. Yeah. I gifted the majority of things away. And, like this, I didn't want to bring the rest of this stuff in until I'm almost done organizing in the RV. Because at one point when I first moved in, I had containers from the floor to the ceiling, and there was just a little arrowway for me to walk through. I couldn't even use my walker. I had to use my cane to walk through. It took me a month and a half to get through those containers. I do have help, and she does so much. But back to what I was finna tell you guys. When I tell you God, and this when I was still dealing with the death of my nephew/son. We buried him in December, and that almost took me out of here. I didn't think I was going to recover, and I still, like last Sunday, I had a real bad moment, and I went out to his grave. I don't know if I shared it with you guys, and I sat out there with him. So I was in a bad place as I was transitioning, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically. And so, again, and there was a very few handful of people in my life, in my space. My 2 aunts. I have 2 cousins. Both of their names are the same. I won't say anybody's name until I get permission to. Also, not just sister, but my sister, not my baby sister, but my sister Michelle, my nephew's Decorin mom. Oh, I didn't mean, she don't mind. But my nephew's mom and my nephew and my son that's getting ready to come home and a few of my clients. That's all that I had who was with me through this ordeal, trying to make sure that I was going to make it through and recover from losing him. And not just losing him, it was just, if anybody knows, normally when a family member dies, I know in our community, it's like a crap show. With that being said, when I upped and moved, like I said, only a few people, when I say a few, maybe 4 people knew that I was going to move. Again, nobody had no idea. Now, I've been talking about it over the last 2 years, but the kids thought I was just talking. I kept saying I want to go to the country. I want me some land. I want to be, even though I'm not, my mobility is not like it should. I can do me a couple of small raised bed gardens. And I want to be in the country. I just kept telling them that. And my son kept saying, Mama, you tripping. You're not going to go to no country. And so, nevertheless, here I am. And when I got here, immediately, God put, I thought I was going to have problems. Because though it's a nice RV resort, I just had I find myself, kind of stereotyping too, because I thought, this is a life I don't know about. Everything I know, I learned from YouTube. So I was expecting to run into problems. No, not in the least bit. Not only the property manager took to me, she just, everything that I did, I don't even need to ask for nothing. When she saw how my mobility was and how I got around, she'll stop, knock on my door. she's the one that put them stairs there. And, when my AC went out in the middle of the night, when I got home from the other hospital stay, she came in the middle of the night with a brand new window unit. I didn't ask for it. I mean, God is just amazing. With those small window units, she put it in my bedroom. It was just a small one, but it helped me. Anybody know Texas heat is hot here. And I didn't, she's just a sweetheart. God put her in my life, literally. Knowing that I didn't have anybody out here. One of my aunts was like, why would you move way out there, and if something happened, and this, and I don't expect a lot of people to understand. But the ones that are living this lifestyle, you understand. Like, when you started having that, it's almost like a word God is literally telling you to get to the country. I'm not saying that's what he said, but it was like an urgency. I just needed to hurry up. But there are some days I feel like I made a mistake, and like if something go wrong with the RV, when the AC went out, my client Sean, my business client Sean, when he fixed the faucet, replaced the faucet, he came back again 2 days in a row because I needed another part. I needed a whole new faucet. And he's a sweetheart. And again, check him out if you're in Texas, in the DFW Metroplex, or East Texas, anywhere in East Texas. His construction company is called Honest Handyman Construction. And he's awesome. He's awesome. And I didn't realize that he's literally 15 minutes away from me, or less. And he's like, Miss Yolanda, if there's anything you need, call me. And I just thank God that, like I said, if you're having issues, with identity, with not feeling like that you're alone, and that you don't have anybody, I'm telling you, if you would cling to Jesus, I promise you. Do I have times, sometimes, I'm not going to lie, no, I'm still human, but those feelings don't last long. After I have a moment, it'll go away, and God will show himself mighty and strong in my life, and he'll send somebody through. I'll meet someone, whether it's me going to the doctor or whatever the case may be. But yeah, if you feel like that you are walking alone, you're by yourself, and I'm telling you, God will put people in your path. If you're not close to your family, blood doesn't make you family. It's an unfortunate thing, especially the time that we're in, that, but the reality is that some people you're going to have to walk away from. And again, it's unfortunate, but anybody who is, a threat to your peace, your salvation, your freedom, or your mental state, or all of them. Let me tell you, my pastor just preached last Tuesday. I think it was last Tuesday. Woo! Sorry. He just preached on that. And the Bible tells us, he said, if possible, if possible, follow peace with all men. Okay? He said, if possible, live peaceably with all men. I'm sorry. And here's the gag with that. So, if you can't live peaceably with whether it's loved ones, friends, co-workers, neighbors, or whoever, live peaceably away from it. But yeah, God has been, I'm talking about, when I tell you, I don't care what I have to go through, I don't care what I have to do without, I don't care what comes, what goes, who comes and who goes. I'm going to hold on to the Lord. It's not easy all the time. It gets hard a lot of times. But I am staying with the Lord. I'd rather do this with Him than not without Him. But anyways, we are, as soon as I get a chance to organize my RV, I'm going to get this mess out the back seat. That's my grandbaby's car. This bumper car. He has so many toys I gifted and gave away, things that were never used, open. I mean, he had literally a toy store and an electronic store. He had so many things, like thousands of dollars worth of toys. But anyways, I will pick back up when we get to Walmart. Okay.